Hopefully the block's going to join me. Anybody else out there lurking? What's going on there, Mr. Christopher Ty? Jimmy Cloak, what's up, buddy? Yeah, we'll see what's in these penny rolls. Still got tons and tons of pennies I got to go through. James Cloak. Let's see what we got going on over here. What's happening, Cape Breton there, James? I hear we're in for another snowstorm. Start tomorrow night or something. Let's see what we got. Looney Tooney. Got aside. Use the scope since I'm blind. $74 copper. Meds, do your meds. 1972. I'll always take anything that's made of copper. What's this one here? 94. Copper. Our coppers go up to 96, so. There we go. There's a zinc. What's going on, John Chum? Mr. Daniel, what's happening? Going through some pennies since I got tons of pennies to go through, and I haven't really been live in a while, so 1975. Northeast Coins, what's going on, brother? Hope all is well in the UK. Seen a couple of your shorts today. All right. So far, only one zinc and then the copper. Well, this looks like it's zinc. No, this is that's a nice 1994. That might be a keeper. The other side's like, oh yeah. What do you think, John? You think that's a sweet looking one for 94? Then she's shooting a booger out of her nose. It's definitely a keeper. Minus 17. Yeah, we've had a lot of cold weather here, buddy. Actually, today was a beautiful day. Other than we're supposed to get a nor'easter snowstorm this weekend, starting Sunday. There's a kind of a nice shiny 1992. That one might be a keeper for the book as well. It's not bad for a 92. Put that one aside. Go through my penny book and see what I got and what I don't got. Oh, I see an American. 1972. Copper. Ultimate damage, I think. So that was 80. I didn't say 84. The keeper, you say. Okay, not that one. Ooh, we scored a Wheatie. Nice. I always like getting the Wheaties. That's a keeper. For us Canadians, anyways. Anybody want to guess on the year? I don't know if I'll hit $15 in super chats or not, but if I do, I'll be giving one of these lucky loonies away. Right out of a mint roll. NIFC coins, not intended for circulation. There's only a mintage of 375,000 coins. Well, we'll see. If we hit our goal, then we'll give it away. If we don't hit our goal, it's all good. We just can't give it away because them rolls don't come cheap. 1952. That must be the last year of the Wheatie, is it? I think. Definite keeper. Jeez, we got 10 people watching. Nine people watching. 1976. Well, definitely keep the copper since the price of copper is going up. Of course, silver and gold kind of crashed hard this Friday. It's a little bit painful to watch, but I got the feeling she's going to make a rebound. Not right away, by mid-February anyways. We'll see. Time will tell. You ordered some? I think I was on the mint site today, and I think it said they were awaiting stock. They give you a date on that, John, when they're going to ship it to you? Or? I ended up getting 3 rolls, basically just more or less 2 for my collection. And one to do is future giveaways. 93. Oh yeah, silver and gold tanked hard. Silver tanked like 37% or 39%, something like that. But I wasn't surprised. I was waiting for the big pullback because silver just went up too quick. Hey, look, I think that's Lincoln in the center there. That's the estimated delivery, February 12th. Oh, that's a zinc 2000D. There you are, Block. You gonna join me there, buddy? I sent you a link. There's a nice looking 2006. Doesn't look like it's definitely zinc. So she'd definitely be non-magnetic. I'm not even sure where my magnet is. Check it later. But I'm sure it's zinc by the looks of it. $1984. There's your pennies there, Sir Block. Thanks for sharing that out, buddy. What year? Focus 86. At least we're finding a lot of copper. What's the price of copper in Canadian now? I think somebody was saying it was like $5 US. Making dinner. Yeah, I just had my dinner about 2 minutes before I started the stream. Made a pork loin roast and some French fries. $91. Yeah. Used to be able to see the dates on these. Well, it's a good clean penny I can. See, since I lost the sight in my right eye, it's kind of hard to see the dates. 71. So how are your eyes doing there, Northeast Coin, if you're still here? Amanda. Well, I would have made you some if you would have given me a call, let me know you were coming over. You weren't so far away, Amanda. I'd take you to dinner. $91. So far, only 2 zincs. We're doing good. 1969. I was a young lad back in 69. See, looking one. 83. What's for dinner there, Block? Yeah, First roll's a lot of copper anyways, and a couple shiny ones. Metal Detecting Canada, what's going on, my friend? Thanks for the thumbs up. I appreciate it, buddy. Just trying to see how much copper I can find. So far, so good. First roll's been all copper except for 2. 87. Over check out Metal Detecting Canada. He also likes to do some coin roll hunting in the wintertime. We're all waiting for spring, for the ground to thaw out. See if we can't find ourselves some silver and gold in the ground. That's not a bad 93. I think the other one was better. Oh, this was the nice one I found. I think it was 93, wasn't it? Oh yeah, look at. Oh no, sorry, it was 94. It was shiny though. I like shiny. Leftover lasagna. There's nothing wrong with that. I think lasagna actually tastes a whole lot better when it's leftovers. Is it homemade lasagna, Amanda, or is it one of them store-bought frozen ones? What's going on there, hot dog? Thanks for popping in, buddy. 96. Last year, the copper. Well, so far we found one Wheatie hot dog. One Wheatie and out of the first roll, and the rest pretty much copper. $78. Pennies, yeah, I got like I don't know, probably a couple $100 in pennies I still haven't gone through. Got last year from the bank there, from Collins Bank, seaweed coins. Colin didn't have the money to buy them all, so I snatched up what he couldn't afford. All right, I'm gonna need I think I'll put the zincs aside. Throw the copper in the box. So far, that's our best find out of the first roll. $52 Wheatie. Other than that, 2 nice shiny Canadians. BH, he had to run to the store, he said. He's not sure if he's going to pop in when he gets back because he's not feeling that well. Yep, homemade. All right. Maybe I'll have to fly out to the prairies just for some lasagna. Put that aside. $75. See what we got in the shiny department here. Too bad. Hey, what's going on, Ron? 92. Well, their 92 was better. Yeah, that one was more shinier. So we'll throw the other one in the copper pile. Lots of lasagna. Yeah, usually if I cook something, Amanda, I'll usually cook a big meal so I have it for a couple suppers. So I always like making a big pot of 1960. I always like making a big pot of stew. I make a massive pot of stew and it'll last me for 3 days. It'll last me for 3 lunches and 3 suppers. And then usually by then you're sick of it for a couple weeks and you make another pot. It's a young Lizzie. Right. That young Lizzie aside. I think we got another young Lizzie. Yep. $1963. Now we got an American. And it's a copper. 73. Now you can even see Lincoln winking at you. $1990. Super Nick. Super Nick snuck in. What's going on there, Nick? All is well. Here you got some chilly weather up your way. Oh, Chopper. $1989. Yeah, not quite worth keeping. Oh. Looks like the Queen's got a bit of road rash there. $91. $71. Definitely getting a lot of copper, which I like. They're American. $1977D. Scabs are good, Nick. Scabs are good. Open wounds aren't. Scabs are a sign of healing. Yeah, we're gonna get that dump. Don't know how much. Last I heard, it could be anywhere from 15 centimeters to 40 centimeters. So if we do get a foot, that means Monday will be another snow day. 1988. Ooh. You're going in the zinc pile. Whatever I did with the zincs. Ugh. A couple. Well, 60 centimeters of snow on your garage roof. Right on. First snowstorm I was ever in was 2003, White Wand. Just after we had Hurricane Juan. Kid you not, it was like a 4-foot snowfall or 6-foot snowfall. It was crazy. You couldn't get out of the house. The city was basically shut down for a while. And when you did go anywhere, you couldn't see where you're going because the snowbanks were about 12 feet high. A lot of the streets were only down to one lane for driving. Jimmy must remember White Wand, eh, Jim? Look at that. It's like 76. Yeah, it was sucking up when we were young too, Amanda. But now everybody shuts down. Everybody's gone soft. There's a Sweet 91. That could be good for the book. See what the Queen looks like. A little bit of discoloration there, a couple spots, but overall, I'll hang on to it. Don't like the word work. I hear you there, Jim. It's a dirty 4-letter word. At least you got to retire. I still got 4 years to wait. And I don't even think I'll be able to afford to retire. So giving all my pennies away. Look. This is my retirement savings right here. 1991 penny. I think I'll be able to afford to retire if I live in my van. Oh, wow. That looks nasty. Can't even see the Queen. Yeah. I don't know how bad Hurricane Juan was for you, but Hurricane Juan, we were hit right dead on. She come right down the Halifax Harbor. Basically took out 80% of the trees in Point Pleasant Park. It's crazy. What's up there, Bill? $87. Well, if anything, Nick, I'm getting a lot of copper. Yeah. It's a nice looking 77. It's a little rough on the queen side. I think we'll pass on that one. What's going on, 710? Hope all is well, my friend. Okay. Let's see what we got here. Ready. $7. Oops. Definitely another roll of all copper. Pretty much, except for one or two there. I hope everybody's doing well. I didn't know whether or not I was going to go live or not. I used to go live pretty much every Saturday, but I was debating on whether to go live today or not because my eye is kind of killing me. Nasty pains in the eyeball. Keep the coppers coming. Oh, there we go. There's a rock dove. One penny, I got rolls of, not mint rolls, but circulated rolls. $85. Keep the coppers coming. $77. How's Bill doing? All right? Hopefully things are okay on your end. Go see my specialist this week. My 6-month follow-up on cancer in my eye. Hopefully the radiation's doing its job, and my first visit with him, he was happy with what he's seen. There was shrinkage in the tumor on the first visit, so hopefully it's still shrinking. 1957D. Sweet. What's a Wheatie? What was the last year of the Wheatie, Bill? A little bit of grunge on it, but keep the Wheaties. What's going on, Carrie? Hope all is well. Good to see you. They try to get Block up here, Carrie, but he's got the munchies. He's cooking his supper. Mr. Timmy Shaw. And there's a person I haven't seen in a long time. How's she going, Tim? I think he's the king of finding rings and metal detecting. That guy's found more rings than anybody I know. Just waiting for the spring there, Tim. The price of 58. All right, thanks, Bill. Thanks, Tim. Yeah, the price of silver going up. I mean, it crashed hard Friday, but I think we'll see a rise again. So, didn't get out at all last year. I think I went out twice only because wasn't feeling that great. And hopefully my health is coming back, and there's a 57, so we must have a Wheatie. Wheatie. All right. Oh, no. I think it's supposed to be a Wheatie. Wow, that thing's in terrible shape. Hey, Goomba. What's up, Gary? 57, but you can't see the Wheaties. Kind of shitty. Guess that's going back in the copper pile. It's going good, Tim. Good stuff. Yeah, I tried to get Block up here. Goomba says he's cooking his supper, though. Jimmy says 57 was a great year. Must have been his birth year. Ooh, look at that one. There's a shiny 1989. The Goomba is here. Bump over here to YouTube for a sec. What do we got? We got Jimmy. Jimmy needs some power. He can kick people out. Carrie Z is working and lurking. Well, I think that's might be a keeper for the book. Oh, look at that. The Queen's got some roughage on her head. Now, oh well. I'll take a look at it, see what I got in my book, see if it's any better. Well, seems like everything I'm finding is pretty much copper, so. Say our copper went up to 96. I believe yours in the States went up to 82. I'm correct. to have you here, Goomba. All right. Well, that's a cup. What do we got? Got an American. Oh, 1942. I know what that is. Sweetie. Sweet. There, that Wheatie looks a little better than the last one. She's a keeper. Look out, he's got a wrench. He might hit you over the head with it if you don't behave yourself, Bill. I don't know if we got any more Americans in this. A lot. Oh, what's this one? It's Piggy. It's Miss Piggy from the Muppets. 1971. There's a keeper. Hey, Matt, what's going on? Treasure hunting with SW. PA. Everybody needs a little piggy. All right, I'm going to keep that one. I think I got a couple of those. See an American there. Let's see what we got. 1981D. All right. The hot dog sub to Bill. The Bill sub to hot dog. Somebody in the chat that got the blue wrench. They want to share out some channels or share out your channel or. Oh yeah, 1979. Terrible shape for a 79. Another 79. '86. Let's see what we got here. 1966. Yeah, we got loads of copper happening there, Bill. Copper Owl's got nothing on me. I got more copper. Not sure what I'm going to do with it all. Thanks for sharing out channels there, hot dog. Let's see, go here, go there, click, click. $1991. See, I don't know. That might be worth. See what the queen looks like. Nah. Throw that in the copper pile. The Goomba. Sharing out the Goomba. Go check out Goomba Gary. He's always buying all kinds of silver off the blockus. It's black when he's on. He's usually got some pretty nice silver donation giveaways. Lots of times, some nice 1 ouncers. Yeah. Well, I tell you, not getting too many thanks, so I ain't complaining about that. Oh, there's a $2 super chat from Mr. Shannon Dalton. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. One out of 10 for Shannon. Say if I hit $15, I'll give one of these away. But I have to hit the $15 mark because one, they ain't cheap. It's a Royal Canadian Mint roll of uncirculated loonies, not intended for circulation. There's only 15,000 rolls minted. So basically, you only got 375,000 of these 2026 lucky loonies out there. So it's a very low mintage, and you'll never find them in circulation unless somebody doesn't know what they have and they throw it in circulation, which happens now and again. Every now and again, you see somebody find a loony or toonie that was never intended for circulation, or, well, actually, they were intended for specially minted sets. The ones you do find. I've never been lucky enough to find anything like that. I know Block has found a few. $19.70. The cheaper the better. And nothing's cheap nowadays. It's an interesting looking 6. More copper. Holy jeez. I think these rolls are all pretty much going to be coppers. Oh, there's a rock dove. Oh, nice. What kind of shape was it in, hot dog? Yeah, thanks for subbing Goomba there, James. don't really know what I think he more or less just pops on, does a live stream now and again. I don't think he has any set times. It's more or less when he's got the time or whether he's in the mood. I don't think you got no set times, do you, Goomba? I know I was always at 5:30 Atlantic time here, Nova Scotia, every Saturday, but took a break from it for a while. I try to get back into doing some coin roll hunts and all right. More copper. Hey, it's Deadhead. What's going on, Deadhead? Hope all is well. Found a couple of your Wheaties, Deadhead. See if we can find any more. Uh, 73. 1961, Young Lizzie. Sweet. Thanks, Amanda. Sharing that out. Go. Do your meds, have a coffee, and you're ready to rock and roll. Yeah, not really. I don't know what I have here. Nothing too old. I had a 42 Wheatie. And there was another Wheatie in there somewheres. I think it was 50 something. Yeah, 57D Wheatie. There's an American. Ah, Lincoln's upside down. 1992. Well, there we go. There's a zinc. Well, there's a nice 91 Canadian. Shiny, shiny. Let's see if the clean's in half decent shape in this one. Every time I get on the clean side, there's always a speck of something. But we'll put that one aside. There's another shiny. Another 91. Head, I am loading a giveaway. God. Alright. Go check out Deadhead. There's a link for Deadhead's channel right there. Alright, take care there, hot dog. Thanks for popping in. Mr. Shannon Dalton is number 1. Mr. Bill's number 2. Oh yeah, I haven't. Oh yeah, see? There you go. There's the queen side. You always get the maple leaf side nice, and then you turn over and the queen's in rough shape. Not sure why that is. Or copper. You had to go freshen up there, Amanda? Had to refresh. $1978. Who do we appreciate? Going shock wacky. Oh yeah. Now you can detect the beach, can't you there, Jimmy, when the tides are down? Other than it being freezing cold, probably, but I know I did a winter detecting on the beach here on low tide, but definitely hurt to stay out there when you got the wind blowing off the ocean. You get about minus 10 degrees. There's a shiny. Nice 92. Hey, check that out. The queen's actually in half decent shape. Sometimes it looks like there's doubling, but I don't know. I think that's just I think that's just light reflection. Hard to say. That one aside, it's definitely a keeper. More shiny. Same date again. Dinner is on the table. See you next time. Take care, Tim. Thanks for popping in, buddy. And this one, the queen, unfortunately, got a little bit of discolorization on. Overall, it's not bad for 91. Shannon says keeper. Yeah, I try to keep a couple good ones and say there's a queen all discolored again. Again, another 91. Too much ice? Oh. No, I never see any ice around here. I mean, we don't even get any ice in the harbor. Unless we have a few days where it's like minus 20. Mr. William E. Welcome, sir. Irvid, what's up there, buddy? How'd you feel about yesterday's prices there, Irvid? Made me cry just a little bit. Watching that silver crash so hard, but we all knew it was coming. It was just going up too fast. Still think you might see it pop back up a little later in February. Only time will tell. I should have traded a bit of junk silver for some gold while I had the chance, but problem is the bullion bank here in Dartmouth, the only time they're open is when I'm working. So for me to get there and do a trade is kind of hard. I must have walked off the job site and say, I'll see you in a while. But don't like to do that. Yeah, well, we were all expecting that, I think, Furbin. Traded your silver for some gold. Nice. You get yourself a nice 1 ouncer. I got enough junk silver kicking around to get a 1/2 ounce. It's just gonna hold off a bit now with the big drop in silver, because I think there's a good chance it might go back up again. At 48-to-1 ratio. Sweet. Yeah, Mr. Block, he was telling me he met you up there. It's nice that they got a train going there from Toronto nowadays. I didn't know that. Like I say, it was last year I met up with Block up in Toronto when I had to go up to get my radiation treatment. Mr. Michael Erickson, how are you, sir? Yeah, I'm not sure when the next going show is here in Nova Scotia. Usually have one here in Halifax, and we usually have one in Truro, which is an hour outside of Halifax. If BH was here, he'd know the time, but hope all is well there, Michael. Thanks for popping in. Started canceling bids. Can you cancel a bid? I thought once you bid, you're obligated to buy. I mean, yeah, there was stuff I was selling on there one time, and then they'd send me a message saying oh, they accidentally hit the button, or or it was their son and they're not interested in it, or. But I usually don't worry about that too much. It's not right, Johnny. What's going on, sir? Oh, yeah, I don't think we'll ever see, oh, I don't think we'll ever see silver under $50 US again. Could be wrong. You never know. But definitely got gains. Either way, with the almost ahead of the game. So out of the silver that I bought, I was buying it when it was like $20 an ounce, 25 an ounce. So although I don't have that much silver compared to most people, but I got enough to maybe trade for a half an ounce of gold. Just I'm hoping the gold silver ratio gets a little better again. I think next time it hits 50 to 1, I'll bite the bullet and trade it out. The Royal Canadian, they're way overpriced now for everything. I mean, I do buy some of the collector coins because I like them. They're just more or less from my collection. But with their new pricing lately, I'm not buying anything from the mint. I mean, to take a $140 maple leaf with the privy mark on it, and then jack it up to 240 is a bunch of BS as far as I'm concerned. I was lucky and grabbed 5 of them from the post office for 130. So the mint, they want 239 now, 239.95 for a 1 ounce maple with a privy. All right, you take care of yourself, Nick. Probably catch one of your streams soon. If you're not on too late. Usually I'm in bed early. Suffer from that old fart disease. Yeah. Gold will definitely hold its value better. When she drops, she doesn't drop as much percentage-wise, so. especially for you lucky folks in the States that can still hunt $half and find all that silver just floating around free in circulation. Is crazy. Unfortunately, all we got here is quarters and dimes to search, and trying to find the silver in circulation ain't that easy. It's far and few between. Maple Leaf, what's going on, buddy? You still here? Not right? Yeah. Oh yeah, there you are. You still getting out doing some metal detecting there? I'm definitely getting out this year, whether I like it or not. Gonna force my ass out there and get some detecting done. Just had a bad year, that's all. Needed the break. 76D. I know Mr. M.A. Lamb 24, he'll be out this year detecting with this brand new shiny pearly whites he got. And most of your time in the water looking for gold and silver. Yeah, Madison, Maine, and geez, can't even think of the other fellow's name right now. Offhand. It'll come to me. Hey, conifer coins. DF Digger, that's who I'm thinking of. Madison, Maine, and DF Digger, they do a lot of water hunting. You find some pretty cool shit around there in Maine. There's a young Lizzie. 1962, rough date. Or 63. Said the music died. Yeah, I don't know. Don't know where I'm going to hunt this year. I think I got to try to find some permissions or something. Because the parks are overhunted around here. And the beaches, I never seem to have much luck. Maybe if I get a chance and get away, I'll go down and see James Cloak there. He's got a lot of luck finding old silver on the beach. Back in the 16, 17, 1800s, that's where the ships were landing back in Cape Breton. The British and the French and oh yeah, Richie and DF, they see, I only know them through their videos. And play golf with Richie now and again on with the MetaQuest with him and Mike. We usually play some golf together sometimes, but they are decent folks. You can get some pretty half decent detectors, you know. Some of the cheaper ones nowadays are pretty good. I got the AT Max, the Garrett AT Max, and I got the Knox 800, and I prefer the Knox over the Max. I wouldn't mind crossing the border and hunting with you guys down there in the States, but with everything going on, and I would have to cross the border in New Brunswick. It goes right into Maine. But they'll look at my past when I was growing up and they'll turn me away. No, you were a bad boy in your younger years. Can't cross the border. It's what it is. One thing that I'm kind of gets me is right now here in Halifax, they're just tearing down all kinds of old churches and old buildings and building these high rises. And I wish I knew beforehand. I would have seen if I could have got permission detecting some of them old churches. I mean, they were built back in the 1800s, and just one day you're driving by and all of a sudden it's all fenced off and bulldozers are there ready to knock it down. There's a nice one. Not too shabby. Yeah. No, Canadians, they like their sovereignty. They're like, the way I see it now, right, Johnny? We're all immigrants over here in North America. The only ones that aren't are the indigenous people that were living here long before the British and the French came. $1960. Well, honestly, Bill, for me to get over there, I'd have to go through a lot. definitely I'd have to apply for a pardon, which is I should be doing anyways. Long overdue for that. I mean, any offenses I've had was basically 40 years ago, back when I was in my 20s. And then I grew up. Well, kind of grew up. I learned to be a better person anyways than I was as a teenager and a young man. Grandfather came from Ireland. Yeah. Yeah. I came here in 1967 there. Came from Stuttgart, West Germany. Actually, it was called, the old town back then, it was called Pludenhausen. 2 years old when my family could move to Canada. What's going on there, Rivendell? Did you figure out what toonies you needed and loonies? I know you wanted some of the newer colored ones. And basically only finding copper so far. Like I've only found a couple zincs. Yeah. First time my father was here in Canada was actually, what? That was back in 1957. He was with the Swedish Merchant Marines. And their ship landed here in Halifax Harbor. He fell right in love with Canada and said he was going to move here someday. And that he did. Dragged the whole family along. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we all did something stupid now and again. The only difference is there's some that got caught and some that didn't. There's a guy here in Halifax. Uh, he does a lot of diving here in the harbor and in the lakes, and Saltwater Sean is his YouTube channel, and he grew real fast. He finds some pretty cool stuff. If you look up Saltwater Sean, he's from Halifax here. And some of the old bottles and old coins, and of course tons of garbage he pulls out of the harbor and pulls out of the lakes. But he does come across some pretty cool, interesting stuff. Well, I probably would have never got caught in either for it. Just unfortunately, somebody decided to rat me out. Oh, it happens. So I owned up to it. It is what it is. It's like over 40 years ago, hell. 40 years ago, I was 21. That was the last time I got into trouble. Can't say I got my nose clean after that. Just and a few years after that. All these rolls seem to be copper. Only got a couple shinies. Mr. Jackson. Mr. Joel. Joel the drummer. $19.91. That's a pretty shiny one. It's nice that our coppers went up to 96, so. Oh, she got something. Either she's drooling or. How things going there, Joel? What time is it now? 7. I think Richie usually comes on about 8:15, and then M.A. Lyman at 8:30. Well, my time, 7:30 your time, or Eastern time. Not sure what Richie and Mike got planned for their premieres tonight. Actually surprised Mikey hasn't popped in, but maybe he took too many painkillers and fell asleep. Had all his teeth yanked out. All right, 24 people watching. Thanks everybody for popping in and watching me go through Canadian pennies. Finding the odd American, but nothing too old. A couple Wheaties. Yeah, Mike's got a new Colgate smile. Yeah, I think it was something like 10 years ago when I had mine yanked out. It's definitely. Not a fun experience, but had to be done. Two P's and 98. Yeah. No. Getting lucky and finding nothing but copper. It's that one. Yeah, I don't have too many UK coins. That's a few Aussie coins and a couple of UK coins. And American coins are usually easy to find. They're always circulating around here. There's a Lincoln cent there. And it is the 82. Oh, I think that's a P. Put that one aside. I know you guys got something funky going on with your 82s. I can't remember what it is. Yeah, I saved my copper too, Bill. When I'm going through these, I ended up getting like a couple $100 in pennies from the bank there last year and just never got around to going through them. Send all the zincs back and keep the copper. And not sure what I'm going to do with them. I think even though they're not in circulation anymore, I think it's still illegal to melt them down. I always got people about willing to buy copper, so. Okay. Not sure what's going on there. Don't think that's doubling on the 7. I think it's just a post-mint damage. Hey, what's going on there, Bill? Mr. 457. See ya, Bill. Did you end up going live today, Bill? Well, like you've been live for a while now. $71. Man, to sees you, Bill. So what happened to the price of silver there, Bill? Oh, you need to get a new computer. Well, there you go. Maybe you should have sold a bit of your silver when she was up over $100 an ounce. And a couple ounces would have got you a computer. But if you're like me, it's hard to part with the silver. And she's 115 right now. Well, that's where she throws at for the weekend. 115 Canadian. She was up to 160 at one point. Canadian, so. Oh, we got ourselves 1980 Lincoln. Yeah. There's a young Laurier portrait, Queen Elizabeth. 63. 63, that's the year the MA Lima 24. Is it 85, Bill? US? Mr. John Jacobs, what's going on, buddy? Good to see you, JJ. Yeah, she was up there, Johnny. Like I say, at one point it hit 160. It was like, but she definitely went up too fast. We knew she was going to crash. I don't quite understand the whole process. They say they got whatever fees they got to pay on the paper silver, and that keeps going up. And if they don't buy it or pay up at a certain time, their paper silver gets sold off, which drops the price. And I don't quite understand it all, but I know with the future and everything going solar power and electric cars, and demand for silver is definitely increasing. Nice 91. The Queen's got a big zit coming off her nose there, but nice. All these rolls are copper. Open the other rolls that are in these wrappers here. I got a whole mess of them wrappers, so hopefully they're all copper. Here's another US. $1979. Denver. What are you hunting nowadays, Fervid? Are you doing the dimes and quarters looking for silver, or are you still doing nickels, or these days you, Block, and I, or we'll have to get together and do a live stream again, do a box hunt, a box battle or something. There's a shiny American. Yeah, kind of shiny. Specs. Let's see what we got. Ooh, 1990. We got ourselves a zinc. Off you go into the zinc pile. Everything. Yeah. We can't wait till the new toonies come out. Hopefully I can end up getting a box of them if they're going to be the glow in the dark. Four or five boxes every night. Oh, geez, I don't know how you do it. I couldn't do it. I have a hard enough time hunting 10 rolls, let alone a whole box. Holy geez. Yeah, that's like Seaweed Coing's calling. He can fly through them as well. He's got no problem hunting a box. Geez, I need the coin scope just to see the dates. Yep, and gambling can get you into trouble. Yeah, throw that one in there. I don't know. Why's the queen always got marks on her? 1990. Well, so there's a leaf on that one. Yeah. Any idea when the new toonies are supposed to come out there, Fervid? Do they have a date on them, or? I mean, I just heard them mentioned. A couple different new toonies, but didn't hear nothing on no release dates or anything. 73 American. Oh. Somebody's messaging me here. Oh. The end of June. It's the 50th anniversary of the CN Tower. Yeah. That's the one that's supposed to glow you in the dark, isn't it? Oh, there's 1949. Sweet. Let's see what the queen. Or king. Should be king. What am I saying? Queen. Mr. King George VI. Set that one aside. Yeah, I don't know. I'd definitely like to get a hold of a box of them. We'll definitely be going to the bank, and they always seem to hit Toronto. Especially probably with the CN Tower on it. They'll probably be releasing them all in Toronto. Definitely going to have to negotiate something with Block if he scores, which he usually does. The glowies are pretty cool. Oh yeah, he'll definitely get some. The last one eluded him for a little while, but he ended up getting them. I usually only get a couple rolls off him anyways, but I already told him if he ends up getting boxes of the glowies, man, I simply want a box. I'll send him $1,000 and then whatever he wants for a finder's fee. Unless I get lucky down here somehow and score a box down here, but the only time I seen a bunch of colored loonies float around down here before they hit Toronto was the Alexander Graham Bell. They were everywhere. Well, a lot more copper again. Kind of thing. I found a couple pounds of copper tonight. Definitely not getting the zincs. There you go. Limited edition. You never know what you get. Who's there? A 2026 Lucky Looney. Only 15,000 rolls minted. It's a non-circulating coin. So basically there's only 375,000 coins. You won't find them in circulation. Well, I was going to give one away if I hit hit my goal of $15, but that doesn't look like it's going to happen. So it's very low mintage. I put a couple on Facebook just to see what I get for them. Oh yeah, Black's good fill. I've done a lot of trades with them. Been doing okay, JJ. It'll be an interesting week for me. A couple doctor's appointments, get my CT scan results. I go see my eye specialist and see if the cancer is shrinking. Thanks, John Chum. Appreciate it, buddy. $4, only 10 to go. I can give away one of them loonies. I'll cover the cost of the loon. Oh, I got a weedy. Oh. And we got Furvid in for $2. Thanks, Furvid. Appreciate it, buddy. I guess it's on the year this weedy. Let's see how it goes, John. Hopefully all goes well. Like I say, first time I seen the specialist, the tumor in my eye was shrinking some. So that was a good sign. I've had a couple CT scans. Nothing has spread to any of my organs yet, which is a good sign, since they say it's a 30 to 35% chance of it spreading. Melanoma is definitely not a scary cancer to deal with, but all you can do is take one day at a time. And there's the Goomba and Super Nick. Oh yeah, it looks like we're going to be giving away one of them loonies. All right, what year's the weedy? $1944. What do we got? We got 5 super chats in total. We got Furvid, Super Nick, Goomba, Gary, John Chum. stuff. Thanks, guys. Mr. Northern Found, what's going on there, sir? We got Amanda in for $2. Well, that should be enough to cover the YouTube fees and the cost of the coin and the shipping. Oops. From Elizabeth, 1956. Hey, we got BH Ringer, the big $5. Gonna pop in. You know how to get the Restream. You can automatically sign yourself in there, BH. You don't need me to send you a link. You should be able to go and join if you want. We will definitely be giving away one of them loonies now. And when I take it out of the roll, I'll make sure I put some gloves on and put it in a flip for whoever wins it. Oh. All right, put it under the scope here. Kind of heard when it's in the roll. There we go. Look. Kind of looks like a cross between a loon and a pigeon. Say, it's only 375,000 coins that were minted. And they are not intended for circulation. He is the lucky loony. Mr. Dave Carlisle, how are you, sir? Definitely an interesting coin. John Chung. BH made me do it. Thanks for twisting his arm, BH. Appreciate that. Thank you, John. No, sorry, Fervent. I must have missed that. Go back. I missed half the chat anyways. I've got a 1913 5-cent sterling silver to give away. If you get to 10 out of 10. Okay. Thank you, Fervid, for putting up that offer. So what do we got? We got 8 out of 10. So Fervid's going to give away a Chris Scale nickel. Sterling silver. 1913 if we hit 10 out of 10. And there we go. We got William E. Amanda made William do it. One more for throwing that sterling silver that Fervid wants to give away. I should focus this thing back in where it was, shouldn't I? All right. Namaste. What's going on? And there we go. Namaste's in. 10 out of 10. All right, Fervid. You're going to have to throw up that silver now. Thanks for offering the silver giveaway. The fish scale, 1913. As well, thanks everybody for the super chats. So, I have to get a ducky race set up. Everybody throw one in the chat if you want in the duck race. Let's see if I can get this thing set up. I hear somebody in the background. There he is. Shut himself off. Turn himself on. There's the guy setting up the duck race. Look at that. Can you hear me, Block? Sir Block. No can hear Block. No, he's not set up. How'd you want to do that, Fervid? Did you want it to go with the Looney, or did you want to have it go second place or first place, or whatever you want to do with yours? Got Block in silent mode, so. $16 people. We got 24 people. Throw one in the chat to get in the duck race. Oh, I'm going to miss Fervid's comment here. He's probably going to say something. Block, no sound. I hear you. All right. Okay, his mic's not connected. It's all good. Duck number 6 wins the dime. All right. Everybody look at the names. See if Block has got you. If you don't see your name up there, throw one in the chat. Super Nick. You can take me out of the race there, Block. I don't need to win my own coin. Maple Leaf, is Maple Leaf in there? Maple Leaf is now. All right, number 1's going to end up winning the Looney. Number 6 is going to end up winning the dime. Or, sorry, nickel. Sterling silver nickel. Maple Leaf is still here. Namaste. What about What about the Maple Leaf metal detecting guy? Is he gone? EH, you got Bill, you got Amanda. Dagger cards. Oh, geez, I didn't even see you come in. I'm sorry, Dagger. Oh, you got Mary. Autism Mary, she popped in. The one in the chat, you want in the duck race there, Mary? Don't see your name, throw a one in the chat. Once the race starts, there's no going back. We'll give her a few minutes there, Block. There you go. You got a chance of winning a 1913. Excuse me. Fish scale nickel from thanks to Mr. Fervid Fines. And you also got a chance of winning a lucky loonie out of this mint roll. Not intended for circulation. It's only 375,000 coins minted. So, wish everybody luck. John Jacobs, you got JJ in there? He was there. JJ still kicking around? Yes, he is. Nope, that's James Cloak. John Jacobs, yes, he's still here. Northern Found, he's here. Oh, Northern Found's in the race. John Jacobs is there. Nope, yep. Good stuff. It's not easy when you're talking to a mime. Gotta do the hand gestures, dude. Key number 6. There you go. Fervid Fines. He's got his you got Not Right Johnny in there. Let's see. I'll be here to win, folks, so. Okay, you are blue, Fervid. That's good. Guess I should have known that since you were sharing that. Right. So we got 17 people and say 24 watching. Somebody lurking. First painted D-Day, Toonie. Nice. I've got a couple of them there, Dagger, but not too many. That was before I really started getting into the collecting. Goombach Gary, we got. You never win. What are you talking about? You never win. That's not true, Goomba. I seen on one of Block's last streams that you actually won. You won one of his duck races there just not too long ago. Can't pull that one anymore. Yeah, the lurkers. Oh, NorCal Diggers. There we go. NorCal, you're in there. You got a chance of winning one of the rare uncirculated Lucky Loonies, the NIFC, or you got a chance of winning a 1913 fish scale nickel from Fervid Finds. And that's thanks to all the people that dropped a super chat. All right, set her at 2 minutes there, Block. 2-minute race, and we'll see what happens. Oh yeah, Goombah won real big. Yeah, he won that. That's right. That was that schooner 9 fine silver. That was a nice coin. I know BH really wanted to win that one. BH loves his ships and trains. All right, folks, good luck. Here's Fervid's email address. If you come in 6th place, you can email fervidfinds@gmail.com. Oh, you're just a little late there, Garrett. Sorry, buddy. And whoever comes in 1st place can email me at martyisnuts@gmail.com. Oh, I'll just throw my email in the chat right now. So if you come in 1st place, email me there. If you come in 6th place, email Mr. Fervid Finds. Good luck, everybody. This is weird having Block in silent mode. It's all good. He's a lot quicker at setting up the duck race than I am. It's not right. The Not Right TV. There's Mr. Not Right TV right there. Go to channel. Drop a sub to Mr. Not Right TV. And we got William E. Holy smokes, William. Mr. William E. Email me at martysnuts@gmail.com. Who come in 6th place? Who wins Mr. Fervid Finds Fish Scaly? The Not Right TV. Holy jeez. Okay, Mr. Not Right, you're going to have to email Mr. Fervid Finds at gmail.com. You can throw that in the chat again there, Fervid. Close that window. Congrats, William, and congrats, the Not Right. I'm assuming that's not right, Johnny. We shall see. Shrinkage. I think you got my email address, don't you there, William? I don't know what's going on with my chat. For whatever reason, it froze. Oh, there it goes. There's Fervid. Thanks, BH, for throwing that up there. Fervid Finds. You got yourself a fish scale, 925 silver. Sweet. And Smoking Treasures. Love you a long time, buddy. It's been a while, my friend. Hope you're still smoking some of them great meats. Haven't seen any notifications pop up lately, so. Well, thanks a lot, Fervid. I appreciate your help getting there. It made all the difference in the world just offering that little silver. So, what do we got here? We're gonna put that guy down here. There we go. Ah. I'll put him over there. Get over there. So congrats there, buddy. Mr. William E., I'm going to have to put some gloves on to take one of them out. So put her in a flip for you, and then I'll carefully package it. I'll make sure I give you one that's not an ender. Usually the enders still get little nicks and stuff, but well, they're what they used to call back in the day. They used to call them bag marks when they're minting them. They just drop into a container and. Well, I hope everybody has an awesome weekend. I know there's a 69. We're due for a snowstorm. Not sure how bad it's going to get yet. They're saying anywhere from 6 to 15 inches, so we shall see. And Smoking Treasures. It's good to see you, buddy. It's been a while. Hope all is well your way. Well, we should have Madison Main on soon, as well as I believe Madison Main is 7:15 Eastern, and MA Lima 24 is usually on at 7:30 Eastern. They usually do a premiere every weekend. I got a 40 Canadian penny today. In your change. Yeah, I was going to say, you definitely got to be in the U.S. if they're still giving out pennies and change. They stopped doing that here back in 2012. 2012 was the last year. I guess the U.S. is saying goodbye to that penny as well after all these years. "14 inches last weekend." Yeah, we had about 12 last weekend. I get nailed again. Well, hopefully the silver prices go back up. We took a pretty hard crash here Friday there, Dan, and with the demand on silver, I think it's going to end up I think it's going to be going back up. You start see it climbing around the middle of February. I could be wrong. Nobody really knows what silver is going to do. Like I say, I can't ever see it falling below 50 US, that's for sure. Not with the way it's climbing. Who do I snack on? Whatever I can get a hold of. Trying to cut back on the junk food. My favorite thing is to make a big pot of stew. That's what I like in the winter. Big pot of beef stew. I was thinking about buying some bison meat, making myself a nice bison stew. $1982D. There we go. There's an American. Everything took a big hit, but I don't know. The demand on silver nowadays is getting up there. Potatoes. Nice melt in the mouth potatoes. Some smashed potatoes. Mash them up. Yeah, they're very, very lean meat. Bison. I've never had a bison stew myself there, Dan, but I'm going to try it. Instead of using beef, I'm going to try using some bison, see how it turns out. It's been a while since I had any venison. I used to get quite a bit of it from my brother-in-law. He's a hunter, so. But since I moved out of Ontario years ago, I don't have access to it anymore. Block. We lost a block. He cut out on us. Still in the chat there, Block? Mr. Dan Smoking Treasures. Thank you, sir. There you go. Some beer to wash down the bison. Yeah, that sounds like a plan. Appreciate that, Dan. Love you a long time again, Dan. $10. Love you a long time. You're a generous soul there, Dan. Appreciate it, buddy. Thanks to Vervid Fines. He's generous. John Chum, BH Ringer, Nick Malner. Jeez, can't remember who had all the super chats there. See how far I can scroll back. Namaste. He left a donation. That's as far back as it'll let me scroll. Shame they don't let me access all the names. But I appreciate everyone that left a super chat. Oh, and BH saying something there. He took off to the store. Okay, thanks, BH. I know he missed the stream today because he was cooking his supper at the time, and yeah, 1982 was the transition year. That's it. Went over that zinc. Here in Canada, we were up to 96 before we switched over. I'm gonna have to go back and check out some of your videos, Dan. See if you posted anything lately. Dan likes to marinate all kinds of different meats and cook them up in the smoker. And all right, thanks. Not right. I hope you got a hold of Fervid there. Congrats on winning that sterling silver fish scale nickel. That's a nice little prize to win. That's definitely something I haven't got too many of. I might only have about 10 little fish scales. Never had much luck finding them metal detecting. Still waiting to try to find my first fish scale. I found quarters, dimes, silver dimes, silver quarters, but never a fish scale. All right, Shannon, thanks for coming, buddy. Got a whole bunch of stuff recorded. All right. Yeah, time. I find that too. Time, man. That's so busy at work. Then when I get home from work, I'm so tired and dragged out. I think it's an old age thing. Gonna for sure do a pulled ham video. I don't know, Dan. If you're gonna pull your ham, yeah, man, it's kind of personal. Like, pulled pork, never pulled ham. Five of them from the bank at face. Ooh. You must have some good connections at the bank there, Fervid. Get yourself some silver at face value. Life and Times of Barney Taylor. Hey, buddy, long time no see. Hope all is going well. It's about the same thing, a pulled ham. Okay. Try to catch that video once you get it posted there. Kind of interested in it. Oh, there's an 85. I think we hit zinc. Well, we found a couple Wheaties anyway, so that wasn't too bad. We're a few shiny pennies. There's a 63, Young Elizabeth. Oh, excuse me, hiccups. All right, folks. I think I'll just finish up this one roll and then probably head over there, 7:30 Eastern Time, MA Lima 24. Should be doing a premiere. I'm surprised I didn't see or hear from Mikey today. I usually hear from him every day. Mexican casserole. Don't think I ever heard of it. Well, you enjoy your dinner, Dan. Thanks for popping in. Thanks for the beer super chat. Talking to a lady down the street today. She wants to get together with a few friends in the neighborhood and go out to the bar, go out to a pub. Geez, I haven't been in a bar in ages. I said we'd do that. We got some good people here in the neighborhood. Super Nick. Still here. All right. Well, maybe next Saturday I can get together with Block and BH and we can do a stream. And I'm gonna roll a 64. Actually, I got two rolls. 1964 pennies, never been in circulation. And Block said he had a roll. I don't know if we're still up to cracking the roll and searching through them and see if we can find any errors, but apparently in 1964 there was a whole bunch of errors. I'm not really a fellow that collects errors, but it'll be an interesting hunt. Fervid is just chilling. Hunting quarters. Well, I hope you find some silver there, Fervid. I should get back into hunting dimes and quarters. But finding silver is pretty rare. What the heck? That thing's in rough shape. '87. Yeah, get back on the YouTube. Do some YouTube hunting there, Fervid. Someday maybe we'll get together again. Block and I and yourself and BH. Well, there's 1957. And Lizzie. We haven't hunted with Colin in a long time. Seaweed Coins is, for whatever reason, I think it's just his computer is getting so outdated. Either that or internet's totally sucks, but for whatever reason, he just can't stay in the stream. It keeps cutting him out. Yeah, that's pretty much it. If anything, I found a lot of coppers and a couple Wheaties. A nice 57D Wheatie. And a 42 Wheatie. And the Wheatie I threw back into circulation because it was in such poor condition you couldn't even see the wheats. But I should take off. Go catch Richie and Mike. Madison, Maine. Mr. M.A. Lima 24, 7:30 Eastern. So thanks, everybody. Appreciate all the super chats. I'll get that rare loony out to you there, Mr. William E. Thanks for popping in. And thanks, Fervid, for the little silver donation there for the giveaway. Helping me get up to my 10 out of 10 mark. I want to thank everyone that dropped the super chat. I appreciate it. So take care, folks. Stay safe, and hopefully we'll see you next week. Hopefully I can get BH and Block in here with me and have fun all. Ciao for now.